I'm talking about 2015 on 2014, around that time, 2013, 14. My time working at 1216 in Carrollton. And my first time meeting Steve, and Steve told me to take a pallet out. And and he watched me do a pallet. And it was some merchandise. And he started laughing. And then he did it the same way. It's like when you get somebody, you got the end cap. You on the end cap, and then like four product, and you got the end caps, and he watched you put on something, and he started laughing, and then take it off and do it the same way. I say, what's the difference, man? But let me tell you something. And the same thing with Yvonne. When Yvonne asked me to zone and I did everything, she started laughing. Hypocrites of black and white. Teaming up on black and white. I had to walk off on Jeff because Jeff kept lying. People, you lying. So these are the things that kept happening in the store. It kept going on. So today, a couple of times they put me in the parking lot, and why I had to push cars by myself, and why they just stare and look at me with racism. It was something in the parking lot, and you have to understand what the things I saw and how I felt dealing with people. Like Grizz couldn't take it anymore. Grizz got that forklift, and he couldn't take it no more. He said, Hubert, I'm not going to allow this to keep happening every time and how they behaving. So Grizz got the forklift, and he started putting the carts. Hubert, get this scrap, and we're going to start putting the carts on the forklift. I got worked up on my first time for somebody that they said it was a manager in the maintenance team, and he told me to get on top of something. And Renee dumb self. Let me tell you, another manager should not pull you in there. Russia don't probably remember, but I remember. God said you don't probably remember what that black woman said, and Renee pull you in the office, and Russell, oh, you dumb and you retarded, and fuck New Orleans. These are the things that was said. And then when you tell a person for Ticket to Work program, oh, I don't believe in him, and they try to give me a job, and you call my mom, and then you put me in the room and trying to make a fool out of me. And then Charles gonna walk away from me. And he didn't want to talk to me. And you expect me to come back on the last. Oh, the lady called me, but Charles walked away. I said, hold up. And Charles gonna walk away from me. Why should I call her? The same day they did it and said racist things towards me, and the same day, why should at Charles, and she called me back the next day, and Charles is in position. That's racism. There's no way I can win with Charles racism in that situation. After what that Mexican did and that black woman Felicia did at 1216 in Carrollton. The racial word that was being said in that room. That was being said. And then I don't come back the next day. I didn't even want to come back, but you called my mom on the phone. After the Ticket to Work program told me not to go back. And then y'all do me that, man. And then I'm arguing with the call center. No, they lied to me. We know it was going to be hard. But nobody wants to deal with certain individuals like that in that dynamic. But when I'm zoning in there, when I'm zoning, for that one day, Jessica did not laugh. She smiled and she took a picture of me zoning. But when I'm at 1216, that's a different story. Out of Yvonne. Nobody wants to deal with that constantly over and over again. See, I said I came in there. I think if I was at your Walmart CEO, I let the thing is we hiring 20 people. I was there at 1216. They built that computer room. Each person to do CBLs with disability. Each person will have a file. We hiring employees to help. You don't see as we hiring employees to do CBLs with disability and do things. That's changed. When CFM say, "Oh, I don't got time to be doing that," all right, let's put 20 people from each store and fly them to each store, to each country, get them gas mileage, get them to go to each store and help disability out each year. But I'm not going to sit up there and participate in behavior. I'm up there sitting up there trying to do stuff in the freezer. And I already told them, and Jessica and them smile and whatever they're telling them, it was something on their face. And this man, instead of getting on my case, and and I'm in the thing. Let me tell you something. And Robert gonna get mad. I'm gonna tell you, if you look at the camera with Robert saw me stocking fast. He was scared. Like I learned something from Toys R Us in Louisville, Miss Brittany and everybody. That person. It was when I worked at Toys R Us. He taught me how to bend and do things. It was like something that was this. And he said, "Hubert, this is my last day, and I'm trying to teach you how to do things." I was able to teach the way he showed me how to do it. I was able to use that same thing in Louisville by the tour where they closed it down. And I was able to use those same things and how he taught me, Miss Brittany and other people. At Louisville, I was able to use that, and Robert got scared. Never let nobody bring you down and talk trash about you. You need to hang on to that, and hang on to that, and just thrive off that, and make you want to be successful. And then make you want to be successful, like just thrive off it. And just don't, and those things that they told me I couldn't do it, and what Charles walked away from me, that's going to be motivation. That's going to be motivation. From racism, lying, that's motivation. Don't let nobody tell you something what you can't do and try to tell you to forgive. You use that. And my ex-girlfriend, Christina, she got a baby there. She live in the community. And she got a baby. And she said, I put her down. Look, the thing is, I was working at 14 and 15 years old. And I want my girlfriend to tell me that what I need to change. I need some cologne. I need some all of this and that. And I need this. And I say stuff to help my girlfriend because I love her. And she said, I never put you down. I say stuff because I love you, because I want you to look good with me. But I didn't realize at that time I didn't do the things. It was like, hold up, that time where I didn't do the things that I did for Sabina at that time. At that point of time when I got in that relationship. And plus she wasn't treating me fair. And I had to understand In that relationship, when we was teens, I couldn't meet her friends. I'm going to college. I'm doing stuff after school in my class, and I didn't have all that time. And I'm doing stuff while I was at Newman Smith. Nobody did not understand the obligation that I had. I'm going to interviews. Sometimes my interview was after school when I had to deal with her. Like literally, people don't even know I'm going to interviews after school. Like these are the things I had on my plate. And sometimes we don't come back after school when we go to Fort Worth with Miss Chastity and them and Miss Chastity at Newman Smith. We don't come back till like 3. It'd be late when we come back, and we got to get out our stuff after class already let out. It depends on how we get back. So we don't come back till late. We have those things. We go on a job site. We hanging out at nursing homes. Brooke Nate's going to thrift stores. We doing all of this stuff. Those things are what we did, like literally. I was just telling Billy's sister one of the things that was I didn't even tell her about the pump up golf situation. And Billy was right here. And Dolores laughed at me. Everybody was like, Sarah and them was laughing because I don't like rap. Samantha, I don't like rap. I'm scared to death for rap. Like terrified of the fucking thing. And like we pump up golf with the class and I had to jump up on. I just hate rabbits. Rabbits creep me out. Like remind me, it's different from riding. You're not actually scared, but rabbits actually. Samantha had this damn a rabbit that got red eyes. And this ain't no damn normal red ass rabbit that got red eyes. What time of rabbit this is? Rabbit season. Duck, duck. Crack, rabbit season. And Samantha getting this, and she always having pets in Dallas. Like she always having pets. But I'm not gonna deal with those things, and I have to deal with it. And people don't know like what I had to go through. That guy told me not to go back from Ticket to War program. And they're gonna call my mom and be like, told me not to go back. Told me not to go back to that Walmart. I was half asleep. I said, all right, I'm not going back. Then I'm trying to find a job, and I'm trying to tell them about Ticket to Work, and they come. This is where we're not understand. I said, hold up, you're not even giving me a chance to get established at a job as first while I'm transitioning, and you're not even giving me a chance. It's the beginning of the job. You gotta let me get the transition to it. Let me, and they're asking me to give them a chance, like. And he had other clients say, Hubert, I got other clients, like, give me a chance. And all right, I'm being patient. But how these businesses acting, and bam. So we had to understand, we go through stuff like, hold up. Like in the middle of it, I had to get a person to get a second look on my career. Because I know I ain't the problem. Like, and they cutting things off. I'm like, hold up, man. Hold up right fast. And they lied to me twice. Like, I'm going through something. Like, literally. And that's how I met my baby mama. Like, literally. I met her at the factory, but we had complication at the factory. Like literally. Like, it had a problem. And plus, like, literally. So we should not have to deal with those things, man. I was so happy, like, dog. I was like, man, come on, this can't get even no better. Man, it was starting over. And, I kept the metal joint. Let me show you what I can do. I want to know, ask them why I didn't get the position as an unloader. Because Neo was putting people down and saying things he don't supposed to be saying in an interview like 12-16. And then when we go off on them, y'all can't take it. I went in that room and I 1 year after 1 year passed, right with New Year's, I had to tell me off. You talking about all the things I can't do, but I'm showing you what I can do now, right? And he tell me to let it go. All right, let's talk about when Jessica, me and him, and he telling me to let it go when he talked down. He telling me to let it go. And after New Year's, and I had to prove myself, and y'all doing me wrong. And Jessica, and he talking about let it go. All right, but let it go, and I'm showing you the things that I'm doing. I really wanted to impress Jessica. I one day I went in the back and I made copies of all 50 seats about the deli. And I studied the whole night. I didn't have no time for my like my baby mama trying to get me to come in. I was like literally, and then I came back and I text Jessica what I learned, but I started to tell her they lose more at night throwing away stuff. And I started to give her to tell her what I learned about it. I went made copies by myself about the deli, and I actually took the time to study. Like they don't give you the stuff they want you to do CBL, but they also should be giving you that stuff to study at home too. Like it should be letting you making copies of it. All right, if you don't get this and that, just study at home or you break them when you come back if you don't get it. And that's the things you need to understand. But nobody wants to deal with that constantly over and over again. Nobody wants to deal with that. And I'm so happy for Drake. Drake is one of my Degrassi fans. And I'm so happy for him right now. Like literally happy that he got a kid. Like when you're a Degrassi fan, you just so happy for the people that you see as a fan. I don't want to tell you who's my favorite celebrity crush on Degrassi. Oh man, like literally. Like I tell you, the Drake, like we can talk about that. We can actually talk about my favorite celebrity crush on Degrassi. My favorite celebrity crush on Degrassi. Oh man, it's two, but it's one of them that's in mine though. And she was on a movie where a person, oh man, look. And then she plays as a ghost when she had a twin. Man, man, like, man, to see her transition and go to movies when she had a cabin. And another thing when she plays as when they take the ghost out, it's something, man. It's like I know her face, and I know she transitioned through an actor. Like, man, like co-stars on the Degrassi of Drake. Oh man. Give me the co-stars on the Degrassi of Drake names. Man, I had my crushes. I was mad that the girl are like in the middle. Oh yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Her right here. And man, I was like mad, like literally. Like they had a baby and he died. Like I was mad, like literally, man. I felt some type of way. I like literally felt some type of way. I like literally felt some type of way. After he got jabbed, like literally felt some type of way. My Degrassi. Oh man. Man, but they don't got it all in on TikTok. I love all of the cast members. It's not gonna be nothing like them. It's not gonna be nobody like them. It's not gonna be. I tried to get in a new Degrassi, but I can't. It's not interesting like them. It's not interesting, guys. They don't bring the things like they brought it and how they brought it. It don't bring it like they brought it and like it don't bring it like 2001, 2015. It don't bring it like they bring it. It's not coming like they bring it. And that's the most hardest thing about I'm a South of Nowhere fan. I hate that they only did a couple of season of South of Nowhere. I'm mad like a motherfucker. That show it talks about the real part of life, but Strike Back. Oh man, like man, it got these little girls with this animal that I like on the little kids HBO and these little animal things. Like literally. Like literally. My whole team. I consider Degrassi my team. And I can't watch no other Degrassi. I tried to get into the second episode. I tried, guys, in Degrassi. I tried. But it's like, I tried. Like, I'm gonna have to tag drinking this again. I tried, but it's hard. It's hard. It's like literally hard, guys. It's like literally hard. Like literally. Like literally. Like Degrassi is one of the things